Hello everybody, it's the Alien Photog and I'm really excited to show this to you. I've been waiting a long time and I've had a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, tell me that I'm nuts and I'm running around filming airplanes, and tonight I've got some great video that's going to prove it to you. And if you think these are planes after this, you're nuts. That's all there is to it. Anyway, watch this, and most importantly, listen, okay? Now, to this point, I have to agree, and that's what I keep saying. Yes, this looks a lot like an airplane. Of course it does. But listen. I don't hear an airplane engine. Do you? Literally overhead right now. Look at the lighting. That is not an airplane. Anyone hear an airplane noise? Anybody? I'm leaning over backwards trying to keep this in frame so I can show you as it flies over my head. No noise. Here it is flying away. Looking very un-airplane-like, might I add. Still no noise. See, this is really important. I don't know if you've ever had a 747 fly over your head. It's pretty damn loud. It really is. Not airplanes. These aren't freaking airplanes. These are not airplanes. Now, I've been taking a lot of heat from people on saying these are landing lights and airplanes, and I've got a clip here. Look at this triangle-shaped freaking thing flying right over my head tonight. It was incredible.
Yeah.
But watch, this is not landing lights. Watch the front light. This is flying from left to right, and watch what the front light does. See, it goes off. Obviously, landing lights you leave on until you land. These lights regularly turn on and off like that. And so I keep trying to tell you guys, there's also something strange flying right up above it there. It's a triangle-shaped craft. That's all there is to it. And we pick up the same triangle-shaped craft just a few seconds later. And pretty soon here, these lights in front, it's now flying directly away from us. Pretty soon these lights in front are going to turn on again. And this is just entirely inconsistent with airplane lighting. There you go. Turns back on again. It's a triangle-shaped craft. What it is, I don't know. And then very shortly after that, this thing flies over the top. Which again, a lot of people are saying is an airplane. I see that it looks very similar to an airplane, but it's just not. Look, it's a triangle shape. There's no light on the tail whatsoever. Again, not too long after that, we have this thing flying over, which again looks a lot like an airplane, but it's triangle shaped again. And this is a different craft. Every single one of these I'm showing is different. But this one, did you see it just shoot that probe out from the back? How many of you just laughed when I said probe? It's not funny, it's immature. Anyway, let's watch it again. And the thing is just flying over, and I actually follow the probe this time when it shoots out. Back it goes. And I followed there, and it seemed to sort of slowly fall towards the ground. I couldn't follow it all the way there. I eventually went back to the ship, but this happens all the time. Alright, and here we see our old friend something or another. I'm going to have to name this guy. I see him a lot, and he's very easy to identify because see, he's got that bright light right in the middle there. And then just to the right, he's got two smaller lights. And then at some point, going back towards, if it were an airplane, where the tail would be, he has lights lighting up as well. But we catch him in a really cool spot this time where we can see the lights actually go off along the middle there. And there they go. Entirely inconsistent with airplanes. This is one of the more bizarre ones of the night, and these things, like I've said over and over, can look a lot like airplanes, but everybody, we gotta look close and see what's really flying up above us, because these things were absolutely everywhere tonight. So obviously this blends in fairly well with airplane traffic, but what was extremely interesting to me is the probe almost seems to go through the UFO, as though on a lower level. And let's watch that again, and I kind of followed the probe afterwards there, but see how it seems to go directly through the UFO or underneath it, as though this one hadn't released it. It seems sometimes like these have certain markers that they have to fly above. I don't know if that's possible, and I don't know what that implies, but that seems to me to be reasonable after having watched this several times. And then if you continue to watch it, you can see that the wings, the red and the green there, are all off kilter. And these lights are not airplane lights. It's just another craft mimicking an airplane. And then, of course, they shut off, entirely inconsistent with airplanes, and now showing a triangle-type shape flying through the sky. And not really sure how to smoothly transition into this, but then fireballs appear in the sky. Let's watch that one more time, I guess, because they were cool. I have no idea where these came from, but that's exactly what I saw.